you doing?
Hi, how are you?
I'm Dr. Davis.
I'm Maria.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
So Maria, we're bringing you to my office today.
Well, I feel like recently the things that have gone on in my life haven't really been in my control. And I've talked to my friend about it and she recommended seeing you.
So why do you feel like it's not in your control?
Well, I feel like the stress of being a single mom and having to balance that with classes and family time has really taken a toll on me recently. So I'm a full-time student at VCU, and even though my class schedule is pretty decent, right after classes I have to go to work at the Roach Cafe as a waitress. And then right when I get off, which is around typically 6 or 7, I have to go pick up my 2 children from my mom's house because she watches them while I'm at school and work. And right when we get home, like I spend time with them, and then by the time I put them to bed, I have a whole bunch of assignments to do, which is really stressful because I try to go to bed as early as I can so that I can feel refreshed for the next day. So I feel like with all that combined, I just don't have any time for myself, and it's really taking a toll on me mentally.
So if I understand you correctly, you feel as if being a single parent, a full-time student, and working leaves no time for you.
Yeah, exactly.
So what are some of the ways you do to cope with the stress?
So before I took anxiety medication, but that didn't really work out because of the side effects and nothing really helped my anxiety. So recently I've turned to junk food as a way to deal with my anxiety. So when I'm anxious, I snack.
What do you think will happen if you continue to stress eat?
Honestly, I think that I'll continue to gain weight and will continue to be more anxious. So I don't think it'll help me long term, but this just fixes like the short term.
So have you heard of exercise as a way to relieve stress?
I've heard that it helps, but honestly, I really don't think I have enough time in the day to start exercising. I will say, up until I got pregnant, I was physically active because I did used to play basketball.
I can understand how hard it must be trying to find time to exercise when you're a full-time student and a single parent, and the stress associated with both of those. But tell me how you felt when you played basketball.
Honestly, I really think I was much happier then than I am now. And I think it was because like back then I knew how to deal with my stressors and I was able to more easily deal with the stress in comparison to now.
Okay, Maria, so what would you say the pros and cons of you becoming more physically active be?
Well, in terms of the pros, I would say that the main ones would be me being more energized, less stressed, and will look better physically. But honestly, the main con would be just the time concept again. Honestly, I really don't know if I'll have time to put exercise into my daily schedule. Like, I really don't see that happening.
Okay, well, if you're willing, I have a few suggestions I would like to share with you.
Yeah, honestly, anything will help at this point.
Okay, so one of the things I like to tell my patients who say they don't have enough time to exercise would be to wake up earlier than you normally would. Maybe for your instance, you could drop your kids off at your mother's house a little bit earlier, and then use that time before you go to class to exercise. It could be as simple as running or walking around the neighborhood. Only about 30 minutes a day for 5 times a week have shown vast improvements in both mental and physical health.
Yeah, actually, I think that's a pretty good idea. I'm more of a morning person anyway, so I don't think it'll be that big of a deal.
Okay, so on a scale from 1 to 10, with 1 being absolutely no and 10 being absolutely yes, how likely are you to exercise?
Well, I'd say before the session I was at a 2 or 3, but after all the information that you shared with me, I would say right now I'm at like a 7 or an 8.
Okay, that's some confidence. Why aren't you at a 1?
So I'm not at a 1 because now I'm aware of the benefits of physical activity, especially in terms of my mental health, and I really don't want to be stressed anymore. And also based on my previous experience with exercise, I know how beneficial it can be overall.
Okay, so you're also not at a 10. What obstacles are you still facing?
Honestly, I think if I wake up earlier, I'll just be even more tired than I was before.
Okay, I can see why you would think you would be more tired, but I'd also like to say that research has shown that as you begin to become more physically active, your overall quality of sleep will increase. And also, as you exercise, your energy levels will enhance.
Wow, I didn't know that at all. Honestly, I feel so much better about starting to exercise more frequently throughout the week.
Okay, so given all this information, where are you at now?
I would say I'm at a solid 10 right now. I know I can do this.
That's great to hear. I know you can do it as well.
Thank you so much for all your help, Dr. Davis.
Yeah, of course. If you have any more questions, just call me.
I will.